Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Defense against financial failure, financial independence. His pension gave him security in his old age. A formal declaration that documents a fact of relevance to finance and investment. The holder has a right to receive interest or dividends. An electrical device that sets off an alarm when someone tries to break in. A department responsible for the security of the institution's property and workers. The head of security was a former policeman. A guarantee that an obligation will be met. Property that your creditor can claim in case you default on your obligation. Bankers are reluctant to lend without good security. Measures taken as a precaution against theft or espionage or sabotage, etc. Military security has been stepped up since the recent uprising. Freedom from anxiety or fear. The watchdog gave her a feeling of security. The state of being free from danger or injury. We support the armed services in the name of national security. Payment extorted by gangsters on threat of violence. Every store in the neighborhood had to pay him protection. A covering that is intended to protect from damage or injury. They had no protection from the fallout. Defense against financial failure, financial independence. Insurance provided protection against loss of wages due to illness. The imposition of duties or quotas on imports in order to protect domestic industry against foreign competition. He made trade protection a plank in the party platform. Kindly endorsement and guidance. The condition of being protected. They were huddled together for protection. The activity of protecting someone or something. The witnesses demanded police protection. A formal declaration that documents a fact of relevance to finance and investment. The holder has a right to receive interest or dividends. A document attesting to the truth of certain stated facts. Authorize by certificate. Present someone with a certificate. An electrical device that sets off an alarm when someone tries to break in. An electrical device that sets off an alarm when someone tries to break in. Computing. A system that enforces boundaries between computer networks. A department responsible for the security of the institution's property and workers. A guarantee that an obligation will be met. One who provides a warrant or guarantee to another. Property that your creditor can claim in case you default on your obligation. A prisoner who is held by one party to ensure that another party will meet specified terms. Something clearly established. Measures taken as a precaution against theft or espionage or sabotage, etc. Anything of material value or usefulness that is owned by a person or company. Law. A document that states some contractual relationship or grants some right. Law. A document that states some contractual relationship or grants some right. Write an instrumental score for. Any of various devices or contrivances that can be used to produce musical tones or sounds. The means whereby some act is accomplished. My greed was the instrument of my destruction. A person used by another to gain an end. Law. A document that states some contractual relationship or grants some right. The semantic role of the entity, usually inanimate. that the agent uses to perform an action or start a process. Address a legal document to. A device that requires skill for proper use. Equip with instruments for measuring, recording, or controlling. Law. A document that states some contractual relationship or grants some right. A device that produces or is powered by electricity. A self-contained part of a larger composition, written or musical. He always turns first to the business section. A specialized division of a large organization. She got a job in the historical section of the Treasury. The cutting of or into body tissues or organs, especially by a surgeon as part of an operation. Geometry. The area created by a plane cutting through a solid. One of the portions into which something is regarded as divided and which together constitute a whole. The finance section of the company. A small class of students who are part of a larger course but are taught separately. A graduate student taught sections for the professor's lecture course. Divide into segments. One of several parts or pieces that fit with others to constitute a whole object. A section of a fishing rod. A distinct region or subdivision of a territorial or political area or community or group of people. No section of the nation is more ardent than the South. A division of an orchestra containing all instruments of the same class. A land unit equal to 1 square mile. A segment of a citrus fruit. He ate a section of the orange. A small army unit usually having a special function. A small team of policemen working as part of a police platoon. A very thin slice, of tissue or mineral or other substance, for examination under a microscope. Sections from the left ventricle showed diseased tissue. A specialized division of a large organization. You'll find it in the hardware department. A specialized sphere of knowledge. Baking is not my department. The territorial and administrative division of some countries, such as France. Stand behind and guarantee the quality, accuracy, or condition of. The dealer warrants all the cars he sells. Formal and explicit approval. A written assurance that some product or service will be provided or will meet certain specifications. A type of security issued by a corporation, usually together with a bond or preferred stock, that gives the holder the right to purchase a certain amount of common stock at a stated price. As a sweetener, they offered warrants along with the fixed income securities. A writ from a court commanding police to perform specified acts. Provide adequate grounds to justify a certain course of action. The emergency does not warrant all of us buying guns. Give surety or assume responsibility. Stand behind and guarantee the quality, accuracy, or condition of. Promise to do or accomplish. Guarantee to free the prisoners. A written assurance that some product or service will be provided or will meet certain specifications. Make certain of. Preparation will guarantee success. A collateral agreement to answer for the debt of another in case that person defaults. An unconditional commitment that something will happen or that something is true. There is no guarantee that they are not lying. A written assurance that some product or service will be provided or will meet certain specifications. A customer to whom a warrant or guarantee is given. A recipient of a warrant issued by a court in the United States. A written assurance that some product or service will be provided or will meet certain specifications. A possession whose ownership changes or lapses. A possession whose ownership changes or lapses. A precautionary measure warding off impending danger or damage or injury, etc. An insurance policy as a good safeguard. A document or escort providing safe passage through a region, especially in time of war. Escort safely. Make safe. A device designed to prevent injury or accidents. The duty of serving as a sentry. He was on guard that night. A precautionary measure warding off impending danger or damage or injury, etc. An insurance policy as a good safeguard. Watch over or shield from danger or harm, protect. Guard my possessions while I'm away. Protect against a challenge or attack. American football. A position on the line of scrimmage. Guards must be good blockers. A military unit serving to protect some place or person. A person who keeps watch over something or someone. A position on a basketball team. A posture of defense in boxing or fencing. Keep your guard up. Take precautions in order to avoid some unwanted consequence. Guard against becoming too friendly with the staff. The person who plays that position on a football team. The left guard was injured on the play. The person who plays the position of guard on a basketball team. To keep watch over. There would be men guarding the horses. A precautionary measure warding off impending danger or damage or injury, etc. He put an ice pack on the injury as a precaution. Judiciousness in avoiding harm or danger. The trait of practicing caution in advance. Feeling no fear. The trait of feeling no fear. Feeling no fear. A quality of spirit that enables you to face danger or pain without showing fear. A device designed to prevent injury or accidents. A safe place. He ran to safety. Baseball. The successful act of striking a baseball in such a way that the batter reaches base safely. Contraceptive device consisting of a sheath of thin rubber or latex that is worn over the penis during intercourse. A score in American football. A player is tackled behind his own goal line. The state of being certain that adverse effects will not be caused by some agent under defined conditions. Ensure the safety of the children. An intentionally noncommittal or ambiguous statement. When you say, maybe, you are just hedging. Any technique designed to reduce or eliminate financial risk. For example, taking two positions that will offset each other if prices change. An intentionally noncommittal or ambiguous statement. Avoid or try to avoid fulfilling, answering, or performing duties, questions, or issues. Any technique designed to reduce or eliminate financial risk. For example, taking two positions that will offset each other if prices change. A fence formed by a row of closely planted shrubs or bushes. Enclose or bound in with or as it with a hedge or hedges. Hedge the property. Hinder or restrict with or as if with a hedge. The animals were hedged in. Minimize loss or risk. Diversify your financial portfolio to hedge price risks. Written contract or certificate of insurance. Protection against future loss. Promise of reimbursement in the case of loss, paid to people or companies so concerned about hazards that they have made prepayments to an insurance company.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.